Have you ever looked around and wondered why some men seem to attract women with almost no effort, while others, men who are kind, successful, decent, even genuinely good-hearted, seem to get overlooked again and again? It almost feels unfair, doesn't it? You see guys who barely try, who don't bend over backward, who seem less invested, and yet, women are chasing them, competing for their attention, while the so-called nice guy sits there asking, "What am I doing wrong?" If you've ever wondered why the nice guy finishes last, or why women are drawn to the man who seems harder to get, I want to reveal a truth that will completely shift the way you understand attraction. And let me be clear, this truth isn't about being cruel. It's not about playing games. It's not about becoming some arrogant bad boy who treats women poorly. No, it's about something much deeper, something rooted in human psychology, in how desire works at its very core. Once you understand it, you'll never look at relationships, or yourself, the same way again. Part 1. The hidden dynamic of value. Here's the first thing to understand. When you chase someone relentlessly, when you text back immediately every single time, when you cancel your plans to be available, when you pour all your attention onto someone who barely acknowledges you, you don't look loving, you look desperate. And desperation is the fastest way to kill attraction. Think about it outside of relationships for a moment. Imagine someone gave you free front row tickets to see your favorite band, not once, but every single weekend. At first, you'd be thrilled. But after the fourth or fifth time, it wouldn't feel as exciting, would it? You might even start skipping a show. Why? Because when something is always available, its value drops. The same principle applies to human attraction. When you make yourself endlessly available, when you become predictable and too easy to access, the spark fades. Excitement turns into boredom. Mystery evaporates. Part 2. Scarcity creates desire. This leads us to what I call the law of scarcity in relationships. People are naturally drawn to what they can't easily have. Not because women are shallow, not because people want to be manipulated, but because scarcity signals value. If everyone could walk into a luxury car dealership and drive out with a brand new Ferrari for free, how much status or excitement would owning one really carry? The value exists because not everyone has it. In attraction, the same rule applies. Uncertainty fuels curiosity. Curiosity fuels desire. The unknown is exciting. It makes us lean in, ask questions, and wonder what will happen next. Part 3. The nice guy trap. Now, here's where a lot of good men get trapped. They hear this rule and completely misunderstand it. They assume it means they need to ignore women, act cold, or play some kind of manipulative hard-to-get game. So they swing to the other extreme, pretending not to care, being dismissive, or even copying the bad boy stereotype. But let me tell you, that's not attraction, that's performance. And people see right through it. The rule is not about being rude. It's not about withholding kindness. It's not about acting like you don't care. The real rule is this: build a life so meaningful, so full, so engaging, that you don't have to pretend to be unavailable. You actually are. Part 4. Attraction through self-respect. Here's what I mean. When your life is rich with purpose, when you're chasing your own goals, nurturing your passions, investing in friendships, working on your health, growing your career, exploring hobbies, you become naturally less available. Not because you're playing games, but because you're genuinely living. And in that space, something magical happens. People notice, women notice. You radiate energy, ambition, and self-respect. You're no longer orbiting around one person's approval. You're moving forward on your path, and others want to be part of that journey. It's not arrogance. It's not superiority. It's simply knowing your worth and living in a way that reflects it. Part 5. Why self-respect is attractive. Let's break down why this works on a psychological level. 1. Scarcity. When your attention is not freely given to everyone, it signals that your time is valuable. 2. Status. People are wired to be drawn to individuals who others admire or who live with purpose. Your lifestyle becomes attractive in itself. 3. Challenge. Desire needs some challenge. Not an impossible mountain, but a hill worth climbing. When someone has to earn your time, your attention feels rewarding. 4. Security. A man with his own life communicates emotional stability. He's not desperate. He's not needy. That makes women feel safe, because you're not looking to be completed, you're already whole. Part 6. Attraction grows in space. This is the golden truth. Attraction grows in space, not suffocation. When there's room to miss someone, to wonder about them, to look forward to the next interaction, attraction builds. When someone is always there, always predictable, always instantly available, there's no room for anticipation, no mystery, no chase. Think about the shows you binge on Netflix. What's more exciting, when the whole season drops at once, or when you have to wait each week for the next episode? That little delay, that anticipation, makes it sweeter. The same principle applies in relationships. Part 7. It has to be real. But let me emphasize something crucial. This cannot be fake. If you pretend to be busy, but secretly check your phone every 5 minutes, you're not fooling anyone. If you act like you have a full life, but in reality, you're waiting for her text, that's still neediness in disguise. The only way this works is if it's real. You must actually build a life you love, one filled with passions, goals and purpose that inspire you. You have to respect yourself enough to not make someone else your entire world. Part 8. What happens when you embody this? When you truly live this way, something incredible shifts inside you. You stop seeking validation from every response or text. You stop rearranging your life for someone who wouldn't do the same for you. You begin to attract people who are drawn to your authenticity, your confidence, your energy. You finally understand that real connection comes not from chasing someone down, but from building a life so magnetic, they want to join it. And the best part, when someone is attracted to you for these reasons, for your drive, your purpose, your wholeness, that attraction is real. It's lasting. It's not based on manipulation. It's based on genuine admiration and desire. So why do some men never seem to chase? Because they don't have to. They've understood a fundamental truth about human nature. We don't deeply value what comes too easily. We chase what challenges us. We desire what intrigues us. And we respect what doesn't desperately need us. The solution isn't to stop being nice. The solution is to stop being needy. To stop handing over your self-worth to someone else's opinion. To stop waiting for permission to live fully. Start building. Start creating. Start becoming. Build a world so interesting, so fulfilling, that others naturally want to be part of it. Because the right woman won't need to be convinced. She won't need you to chase. She'll recognize your value, and she'll want to be part of the life you've built. And that's the secret. That's the rule. That's why some men don't chase, because they've become the kind of men worth chasing instead.